right? Artificial narrow intelligence. And soonly, like Elon Musk said maybe this year, last year they said maybe will happen in 2027 and 28, but this year they predict that it will happen in this year, 2026. I don't think everyone will lose their job, but I feel like maybe 80 to 90% of people will lose their job, and those 10% of the people will be AI capable. So let's say Microsoft throws three Cambodia inside them, as their capex, and Meta throw like 2.5 Cambodia.
Do you see Bitcoin have the chance to go to all-time high this year?
For me, this year, based in Phnom Penh and Cambodia, I will say that Cambodia people have the alternative advantage compared with Vietnam and Thai. Yeah, as I said, this is an era of AI, so.
Okay, so stay on here. ស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់ episode ថ្មីមួយទៀតថ្ងៃនេះយើងជជែកគ្នាជាមួយ special guest យើងគាត់ជាជនជាតិ Taiwan ជា owner របស់ channel មួយឈ្មោះ True Observe តែពិតខ្ញុំធ្លាប់សភាគាត់ជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសនៅក្នុង podcast online ខ្ញុំពីមុនមកដែរប៉ុន្តែថ្ងៃនេះអញ្ជើញគាត់មកម្ដងទៀតដើម្បីយើងជជែកគ្នាម្ដងទៀតនៅតែជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសដដែលទេពួកយើងនឹងព្យាយាមដាក់ subtitle ជាភាសាខ្មែរទៅតាមលទ្ធភាពដែលយើងអាចដាក់បានអញ្ចឹងណាព្រោះពេលខ្លះ AI បកប្រែវាអាចមានការខុសតិចតួចអញ្ចឹងទៅហើយចំណុចមួយទៀតគឺគាត់ស្នើសុំរក្សា privacy របស់គាត់ជាងនៅក្នុងវីដេអូនេះទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចនឹងឃើញយើង blur មុខគាត់ឬក៏យើងដាក់អីបាំងមុខគាត់តិចតួចអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងអធិស្ឋានផងអានេះយើង respect guest របស់យើងដែលគាត់ស្នើសុំការរក្សា privacy ហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែគាត់នៅក្មេងហើយគាត់ working ជាមួយនឹង investment company មួយនៅ Taiwan អញ្ចឹងគាត់យល់ដឹងច្រើនពីរឿង economic គាត់យល់ដឹងច្រើនពីរឿង Web3 crypto ហើយមួយទៀតបច្ចុប្បន្នគាត់ក៏យល់ដឹងច្រើនពីការងារ AI ដែរអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំសង្ឃឹមថាការជជែកគ្នារបស់ពួកយើងនេះនឹងអាចឲ្យទាំងអស់គ្នាស្វែងយល់អីមួយពី podcast មួយនេះអូខេអញ្ចឹងអរគុណច្រើនហើយយើងនឹងចាប់ផ្ដើមការសន្និសីទជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសអូខេWelcome, Yen.
Yeah, thanks to having me here.
Okay, very, very happy and honored
My
to
pleasure.
have you here. Okay, for anyone that don't know you, can you give a little introduction for yourself? Who are you? Why are you here? What are you working in here in Cambodia?
Okay, and hello everyone. My name is Yen, and I'm from Taiwan, just like the introduction RDA just introduced. And I've been here since 2019. At that time, just an intern in the garment factory. It's kind of a good experience for me. So after the pandemic, I choose to come back to the area again. And in Taiwan, we work I work for the investment company. So at that time, I figured out that we already have a lot of information and a lot of knowledge or the latest news about the world in our company. We got all kinds of reports. And when I talked to my partner, Raksa, I asked her, do we have these kind of things in Cambodia? And then we figured out that it's kind of lack of that kind of information here. So at that time, we feel like, why don't we just translate it and through it to the platform, to FB? Yeah, so it's how it goes and it's how it starts. And nowadays, we are focusing on some of the topic covering the world economic and mainly on the macroeconomic and political things, political news. We are covering some of the Web3 and some of the crypto things because she is a Web3 lover and a crypto trader, and I am as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're doing before and now. And now we are mostly focusing on AI things. Okay. Yeah, we want to do the education about the AI and want to apply it to the investment. Yeah, that's the things that we're trying to do this year.
Okay. Going back a little bit, you study and finish studying university at Taiwan, right?
Yeah.
Which major you study?
Actually, I'm majored in liberal arts things. I'm a graduate from NTU, National Taiwan University, and I'm graduate from the Department of Philosophy. But I got double majored. Another major is the political science.
Okay, so two major.
Yeah.
At the same time?
Yeah, at the same time.
Finish two major at the same time?
Yeah. It takes a long time.
From the same university?
Same university. We call it double major. So you'll have two diploma.
Wow. You have that kind of double major at Taiwan?
Yeah, because people at that time at my age, they can choose rather go to the master or they go abroad. Or they just have a double major because maybe they're just enthusiastic on the field that they're researching for.
Okay, I see. Interesting.
Researching at.
Yeah. Okay, so you're working at a Taiwanese investment company for a while. at Taiwan, right?
Yeah.
Before you
Still now.
Still
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
But your main job, your main work, you respond for Cambodia market, something like that, right?
Yeah, because that is a very small private fund. The portfolio is not that big, and the portfolio in Cambodia is even smaller. So most of the time, I'm writing report and I'm observing the market here in Cambodia on focusing on the real estate market. Yeah, we're mainly focusing on the real estate in BKK1, mainly inside the city, the condo.
Can you walk us through a little bit why your company interested in Cambodia market real estate?
Okay, it's kind of a coincidence because some of the shareholders they already have some of the asset in Cambodia before. You know, it's kind of sensitive, but as a Taiwanese, we've been here before around the Civil War at that time. Yeah, but most of the people they may recognize us as a Chinese or something. But at that time, they already have a lot of Taiwanese investors invest a lot of land here in Cambodia.
I see.
So that's why one of our shareholders already have their asset here in Cambodia, and they need to have someone they want to have someone have the experience to write that kind of report and have covered that field, the industry before. And for me, I'm just lucky enough because before when I'm in Taiwan, I've worked in the think tank in Taipei.
Okay.
Yeah, that you have some of the scholarship. Yeah, you have some of the scholar inside the organization and write some of the report, something like that. Yeah. So for me, it's kind of just a coincidence. Yeah, to have the opportunity to work for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you come here mainly for the real estate business, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you interesting in economic because your company also write report every time, every month about economic.
And by the way, actually, when I'm in university, I'm minoring in economic, but I didn't get the degree. Yeah, so I didn't mention it out.
I see. So that's why here is the main reason that you create the channel to observe, right?
Yeah.
So to share something that you know that your company have report about economic, something like that.
Actually, it's a interesting small, not surprise. To observe itself stands for two. Two is like two of us. So it's like me and my partner Raksa. Observe is just observing. Yeah, we're just sharing our observing. And TW actually stands for Taiwan. So that's the thing that we're doing right now. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Interesting. So before you focus mainly on economic, and then you move a little bit to the Web3 and crypto side, right?
Yeah.
Can you share your background on why you involved in the Web3, the crypto, why you know it, why you invest in it?
For me, I will separate into two parts. One is as a perspective, in the perspective of the company, and the other part will be the perspective of myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the perspective for the company, I think they will follow the instruction of JP Morgan. Like those investment bank last year, they start some of the instruction like they will they will suggest their customer to invest like around 2% of their total portfolio on the cryptocurrency. Yeah, so at that time we see the Bitcoin like the rocket into the moon, right? And yeah, that is I think for the company themselves, if they are running the portfolio and if the portfolio is relatively big, I think they will still follow the instruction of the main players in Wall Street.
Around last cycle, 2021 or what?
Nah, still now. I think till now.
Oh, okay.
It is like if you have 1 million portfolio, then at least you should invest like
200,000.
Yeah, 20K.
Okay,
20K in crypto one. But mainly, I think they only buy Bitcoin or Israel. Yeah, and for me, first, it is kind of a latest technology and the new things to explore. Yeah, so for me, I'm kind of doing these for curiosity, not for the real
investment.
The real return on investment. Yeah.
Since when? Around you study, around you start working or what?
Oh, you mean when is the first time I jumped
yeah.
into the crypto
Yeah, you
field?
personally that you
I
interested
think it's
in crypto.
2014 or 2015.
Wow, since
Yeah.
very early.
Since I'm in the university, I think it's 2017. Yeah, 2017. At that time, me and my another partner now, he's already work in USA and work as an AI engineer. Yeah, for the state company. At that time, we figured out that there's a gap in the price between USA, Taiwan, and Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at that time they don't have so many exchange, so you can always find a place to do the carry trading.
Yeah.
For free.
We call arbitrage.
Yeah.
Arbitrage the premium price.
Yeah. So at that time we write a robot, and in Taiwan we don't use a Telegram, we use Line. So every time we find the opportunity, the Line will automatic give us the message, so we know we can trade. So at that time we have that is the first time that I joined this industry. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. I heard SBF, the CEO of FTX, they collab. Yep. Also, he started with this arbitrage at Japan too, right?
Yeah. I think he started in Japan, then soon moved to Hong Kong. Yeah.
Okay, it's interesting. So from there, you're interested in crypto and you start investing in it, something like that, right?
Yeah, mostly buy and hold. Yeah. So if you're the buy and hold player, you will definitely know the history, like the Bitcoin goes to 20K, 30K, 40K, and then lose like 80%. So it always goes through the cycle. Like you got 3 years of bull, and everyone is like super patient about it, and everyone is crazy. And then 1 year bull, you lose like 80%, 60%. For example, for the Bitcoin, the average of the bearish year, it will eliminate 70% of its value. Yeah. So if we're talking about this cycle, the highest point will be like 120, let's say.
Yeah.
So if we minus 70% off, so the price will be like around 40K.
Yeah, 40K.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so your first experience is buy and hold, not gambling, not buy meme coin, not altcoin.
I did. I did. Yeah, okay. And I lose a lot. Like the first. In 2017, we have our first barrel of gold. That's how we call it, right? By doing the carry trading, doing the arbitrage. And then we try to buy some of the Bitcoin. At that time, it's not Bitcoin. We called it like ICO.
ICO. During 2017, a lot of ICO and a lot of pump and dump ICO. I heard that. I don't have go through that experience, but I just heard the history of that cycle.
ICO, NFT, it's pretty much like the same thing. You have like only a paper, or you have a project, and you have done nothing, but you can throw it to the market and to see the market will buy in or not. So at that time we buy a lot of we call it shitcoin right now, right? Yeah. And just disappear. So like at that time I still remember I put like I do the 50-50, like 50% on Israel. Yeah, at that time I didn't buy Bitcoin because I earned the money from Israel. I'm mining and doing the trading and doing the arbitrage.
You mining Ethereum too?
At that time I didn't, but my senior do, and they even go on the news because they steal the electricity from the university. They have their own lab. Yeah,
free electricity.
Yeah, for free.
Good business.
Yeah, good old days. Yeah, okay. You can still earn a lot from the GPU and the electricity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how you play around with crypto in the beginning. So you buy Bitcoin, ICO, something like that, but lost a lot of money on it, right?
Yeah.
And then you stick to the buy Bitcoin and hold.
Yes.
Okay, so you go through the lost profit experience, and then you focus mainly on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think I I've already go through 2 cycles. Since 2017.
And then 2021.
Yeah, and we're, who knows, we're facing the 3rd cycle or something.
So
the end of fair.
You're not holding Bitcoin or not?
Now I'm holding Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is like if we're talking about my portfolio of the cryptocurrency, I will say Bitcoin takes nearly 70%.
17%.
17. Yeah, 70.
70.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So a lot of your personal portfolio in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin.
Yeah, but my personal portfolio in cryptocurrency is relatively small. very near the instruction provided by JP Morgan.
I see. So it's just around 2-3% of your total portfolio, and then in the crypto, Bitcoin like 70%.
Yeah.
And then another 30% just Bitcoin, altcoin, something like that.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm a super conservative investor. If it's related to my own property. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you invest in it? You DCA every week, every month, or you wait for support to buy or something
Just
like that?
DCA.
Just DCA.
Yeah.
Every month.
But when the market dropped dramatically like yesterday, we lost like 13% on Israel and 6% to 10% on Bitcoin. So at that time, it is kind of like a gambling, right? It's nothing to do with the discipline. Yeah, I will buy a little bit more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. You just DCA and then buy a little bit more on the biggest diamond, something like that.
Yeah, because you still have your income, right? So the portfolio itself should be like bigger and bigger. Yeah.
So what is the biggest part of your personal portfolio in your investment?
To be honest, now it's debt, and the performance is not really good. Yeah, so don't learn me. Don't learn from me.
The debt, you loan money to others?
No. We can buy the
US bond?
the bond.
Oh, the bond.
Yeah.
You buy US bond mainly?
US bound and company bound, investment bound, that kind of thing. Because we put a very big leverage on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. So how do you view the crypto market nowadays? Because we see crypto is not correlated with gold, silver, commodity, or maybe equity. Even S&P is not a pullback to the bear market territory yet.
Yeah.
But our Bitcoin, our crypto is something like from 120K until now, probably around 30%.
30 to 20%.
Yeah, 20-30%. What is your view now? Is crypto go into the bear market, or we still sideways like this until the mid-year election before we go to another all-time high? Do you see Bitcoin have the chance to go to all-time high this year?
For me, this year, I will feel. Let me separate into two parts. Yeah, one part is our favorite, the macroeconomic, and the other way is we can like go deep into the crypto market. Maybe we can talk about emotion about the market and the new players or new money inside the market. So let's talk about the macro first. So I think for the macro, we can not forecast. We already know that FOMC were going to keep their rate cut. Yeah, we assume they will keep the rate cut now. So that means the money inside the market will be cheaper and cheaper. Yeah, so the price should be higher and higher. So that is a big picture. And then we can observe like the central bank of all over the world, like China, Europe, Japan, Great British. All of these central banks, they are trying to release the money. I forgot the term. Sorry. Release the money. So they
like
are,
QE, quantitative easing.
It's kind of not really the QE, but anyway, they're easing the
easing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for the big picture, the money is getting cheaper, and there's more money inside the market. And where will it goes? Yeah, this is the questions that we're asking, right? Where will it goes to the crypto field? So now we come back to the emotion and the crypto market. If we observe the Bitcoin performance last year, I think it's already get weak.
Yeah,
it's already weaker than 2023 and 24. So if you believe the cycle will always being obeyed, so actually we should enter the
bear market.
Yeah, the bear market already.
Yeah.
And if you believe the history, bear market will eliminate like 70% to 60%, 60 to 70% of the value. So now we're at 70. So if we need to eliminate 70%, let's say 60. Yeah, okay. So the price will be like 40K to 50K. So there's still a way to go. And then the other questions that you ask is, do you think the Bitcoin will go to all-time high this year? I don't know. It's hard to predict. Yeah, it's hard to predict. But for me, I think maybe 80% 60% I will say maybe it won't. Yeah, maybe it won't. And then I feel like we should be very careful about the bubble in the stock market. Yeah, they call the AI bubble. I think AI itself is definitely the game changer. Yeah, it's just like .com. Yeah, if we don't have the web in 2000, if we don't have www, if we don't have those web company in 2000 in America, we don't have Web3, we don't have anything. Now we have here. Yeah. So, but now the price is kind of expensive. You see like all kind of big, we call it Magnificent Seven. They threw so many money into the AI field. If we go back to check the capex that they are giving right now, give me a second, I'll just call the data out. Yeah, Microsoft will throw 150 billion inside the market into the capex, buying the GPU to give an anchor for everybody to understand. Like if we're using IMF data for Cambodia GDP, Cambodia GDP is around like 550 billion. Yeah, so let's say Microsoft throws three Cambodia inside them. As their capex, and Meta throw like 2.5 Cambodia, and Amazon throw another 2.5 Cambodia. Alphabet, Google throw 2 Cambodia into the market, into the AI thing. So now the stock is like very it's expensive. Yeah, so think about if the stock market crash. Yeah. Where will the money go? Will they go to crypto? I don't think. Maybe they link crypto as a technology stock as well. One of the technology stock. Like before, we said Bitcoin is a digital gold, and then we like this year we know it's absolutely opposite. Right? The gold keep going up from 3,000 to 5,000, but the Bitcoin like stays there, even minus 20%. Yeah. So when we're talking about the stock, I want to mention one company, MicroStrategy. Yeah, their average buying cost
76. 76K.
Yeah, yesterday we merely reached it. Yeah, and then before they are not listed on Nasdaq, so they are kind of flexible on their financial and physical report. But now they are the American stock listed company, so they have to obey some of the law. So if the Bitcoin really need to eliminate, like let's say 70% and goes to 50 or 40, there will be a bad cycle for MicroStrategy, because they have to sell their Bitcoin. Yeah, to meet the standard.
They need to keep their now like around 1, something like that.
Yeah. So I think the market will fluctuate like even more dramatically. Yeah.
So go back a little bit. I also have the point of view like you say that this year all central bank will be ease their policy, will be inject more liquidity to the market. Also, I think the U.S. midterm election also play a big role that Donald Trump don't want the U.S. go into recession, the stock market crash 30%, 50% around the end of the year. So I still think 2026 has something check and balance. Maybe we also bearish. We afraid the AI bubble. We see the crypto already start into the bear market, something like that. But in my mind, maybe 50-50. I still think we still need a liquidity into the market. Donald Trump will try to find a way. I heard he want to something like stimulus check. Like give their people from the money that they take back from terrorists, something like that. So if money go to the market, and then we afraid that all these asset class will have the problem in this year. So where the money go? Into the bond, into the US dollar, or go to other currency like Japan, Korea? We see the Japan stock and Korea stock also pump in the last couple of weeks.
Okay, so first I have to come back to correct one of my observe on the World Central Bank. They're not cutting the rate, but as a result, the money is getting. There's going to be more and more money in the market. The result is right, but they're not cutting. They're not doing by cutting their rate. Especially, it's not the picture of Japan and Europe. They're just letting their government to borrow money from the market and then spend it. So the result is still the same, just the market will be more and more on the market. And as you said you feel like it will be like 50-50. And then the next question is like, where will the money go? I think for us, it's for me, it's relatively hard to give a prediction. If I know that, I'll just all in my asset on that industry, right?
I understand.
Yeah, but I think there's still a trend, and it's still linked with AI. And this is, I think this will be the big picture of a lot of investment company or private fund. Nowadays, there's only one thing matter, it's AI. Even we feel like maybe there's a bubble or something, but I think the money will eventually still go to the AI-related industry. And when we are talking about the AI-related industry, before we were talking about NVIDIA doing the GPU, and then the GPU itself already being like super expensive, and then it flowed to another section, the memory and the CPU. So you will see like AMD is rising, MU is rising, SK is rising, and the Korean people is having a really good time, right? Because they make a lot of memories, and you will see like some of the the other section is rising now as well. You can see Magnificent 7 is the first tier of the company is being great, and then those supply chain company being great, and then now even some of the, because we see a lot of capex, right? So that means they will buy a lot GPU and memory, and those GPU and memory factory, they need to build the factory to meet the order, right?
So real estate also.
So real estate, and then the construction, and then you will see the metals, those kind of things getting more and more expensive. If you have, that's an interesting thing that you can even see the crude oil. It's already run into the bear market for more than like 1 year or something, but you can see now it's rising from 50 to 70.
Yeah, I heard because of the US prepared to fight Iran.
Yeah, but
something like that.
They just fought Venezuela, and at that time you didn't see the crude oil like come out dramatically. But these few months, these few weeks, you can see the price of the crude oil is going up. Yeah, so I think the money will go to like those kind of assets, but maybe the people will say there's nothing to do with AI, right? The construction, what's the relationship between the construction with AI, crude oil with AI, silver with AI? Okay, I think when we're talking about AI, we're actually talking about the computing power. Yeah. And then I think like now most of the superpower in the world, they already realize computing power equals national power. Before, what is national power? Let's say USA. They have like multiple aircraft carrier. They have the strongest army and strongest navy and air force in the world, and they control the dollar. They can do whatever they want. That's what we call the national power, right? But now it will change. Like how many computing power you have, that will equals the national power. And when we're talking about the computing power, it will relate it to 4 things. One is electricity. Yeah. Without electricity, we cannot compute.
We will nearly run out of electricity. I heard some US company it can build data center, but it's hard to bring the electricity to fulfill what they need.
Nuclear power point, gas power point, that kind of thing, and the green power, the green electricity like solar power and the wind
power.
That kind of thing. So first is electricity, and second is GPU and CPU itself. We call chip, chip, and then the third one is data itself. And then the model. So now we have like several super strong model, like for example, clouds from Anthropic, Gemini, like GPT, and then China got DeepSeek. These kind of things. So when we are talking about electricity, there's going to be something interesting, because before there are some company we won't feel like it, we don't feel like it's related to the computing, and we don't feel like it's linked with AI. Now it's linked with AI. For example, the one doing the generator of the electricity generator, in this world, they only have like 3 companies can do these kind of thing. One is the Mitsubishi or something I kind of forgot in Japan, and then it's GE in America,
Yeah,
and then
GE.
maybe Siemens in German. Yeah, maybe these kind of company. Before they are just industrial company, so the market give it a very low PE, and then maybe just don't have interest on them. But now they become like AI related company. So these are the things I think that the money will go to.
Yeah, it is interesting for me if we talk about the electricity. When Bitcoin narrative, like people accept that it is digital gold, it is a big thing. It is also related to electricity, right? But people think that electricity power is not clean.
I think it's different.
You know
the
what I mean?
quantity is totally different.
Very different. Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when we're talking about mining, they're maybe using 10 M of the electricity, the megawatt of 10 million megawatt, or maybe like 20 million megawatt. But now for AI servers, for the service factory, no.
Data center.
Then for data center, they're asking for more.
I see.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
not at the same point. It's not at the same level. They're totally different.
I see. That's why this industry just pop up, and then people just realize they need it. They need it more.
So actually, our one of my boss, he invests a lot in USA, in Arizona.
The real estate.
Yeah, the real estate.
Okay.
Because they already foresee that the TSMC will move a lot of their employee to Arizona, Phoenix.
Yeah.
They
already start moving.
Already,
Yeah, they already start moving there.
The first part, the first chip, it's 3 nanometer or 5 nanometer. I think it's 3 nanometer.
We already reached 3, and then they already developed the 2 nanometer.
Yeah. Already producing, and now they have one in Arizona. The second one is building, and I think it will start operating this year or next year. And because of Trump, he asked people to force people to accelerating the process. Yeah, so I think eventually they will have 6 to 8 TSMC chip factories there in Arizona, and one chip factory, let's say 2 nanometer, the cost is around. If we were only talking about the machine that you have to buy, the EVU and UV and the construction you need to build, it will cost 20 billion per factory. And then TSMC already announced that they will eventually invest 165 billion. That's around like 3 Cambodia in Arizona. So that's why I said everything related to AI will be the key point in the investment in the future, in the upcoming few years.
Okay, so let me summarize your perspective. So you think the money is still stable or cheap because central bank either stay interest rate stable, or they start to reduce, and then the liquidity inject more to the market, but we still don't think that crypto have good effect from it, or maybe stock market maybe not so good too, because most of the effect will go to the AI. Because stock market already expensive. And then when the stock market crash, sure, crypto will crash too, because we view crypto as the risk-on asset, as the one of the tech company too, something like that. So this is your overall point of view around this year.
Yeah. I think first of all, I think the summary is like pretty good. First, I think the money will be cheaper and cheaper, and there will be more and more money in the market. And then second, I think the money will go to the AI-related project and AI-related things.
Okay.
Not only project. Can we say the gold is related to AI? Not really, but how about silver? Silver is related to electricity.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it is very hard for people to
mine silver.
To mine, because we don't have silver mine now. Silver is like a sub-product of the mining. Maybe they're mining the copper, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe copper. Yeah, copper will be expensive in the future as well. If you see the chart of silver, if you try to compare with silver, gold, and copper, you will see the copper is still at the bottom. Yeah.
But when something like this, they can mine, when it go higher for the price, people will keep mining. It means the supply and demand will keep rising.
It takes a very long time. it takes, I see the report, it takes like 5 to 8 years to restart the copper mine.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a very long cycle.
Yeah. So everything similar to gold narrative. We can mine more, but it takes time, something like that. It's
For
not
gold
just-
itself, I think we cannot mine more. Yeah, I think it's relatively limited.
Okay, interesting. So I heard that your company investment, your investment company at Taiwan also start to move nearly everything to AI related, something like that, right?
Oh, it's kind of interesting because as a Taiwanese, like some of the Taiwanese getting richer and richer. Why? Because of AI, right? Because of TSMC. And all of these, no matter you're investing in stock, no matter you're investing in real estate, no matter you're investing like anything related in Taiwan, it's already like 2 times or 3 times.
Every asset class at Taiwan already two
Yeah,
times
the
or 3
real
times.
estate though, like if we make a 2020, let's say the pandemic time, 2020 as a basic point, I think most of and its average is not like sun of the area. Sun of the area even already rise 3 or 4 times. Yeah. And at that time, I think the Taiwan index is at 80K, 8K or 10K. Now it's 32, 31K.
That the S&P 500 of Taiwan, right?
The index of Taiwan. Yeah, index of
Right.
Taiwan.
Okay, the
Yeah,
top company of Taiwan market.
No,
stock market.
whole index. That means whole company combined together in Taiwan.
Every company in Taiwan. in the stock market.
So it
Okay.
will become the index, Taiwan index, and Taiwan index already rise for more than 3 times. So like the Taiwanese, some of them start to like being a little bit buffer or something. Yeah, but some of them start to panic because they know it's kind of too fast. The money come too fast and too easy.
Okay.
So people start to ask themselves like, what are these related? And then people figure out it's all related with AI. Why? Why it's related to AI? Because when we're talking about the AI, we're talking about 4 things, right? Chip, electricity chip model, and then data. Yeah. Taiwan is at the bottleneck of the supply of chip. Now, 99% of the advanced chip is produced in Taiwan.
TSMC.
Not Taiwan company. It's Taiwan, in Taiwan. Yeah, and if we're talking about the memory chip, because chip we can separate into 2 fields. One is a logic IC, and another is memory IC. The memory chip and logic chip. TSMC mostly do the memory chip, and opposite. TSMC mainly focus on logic chip. For GPU, for CPU, and for memory, there's 3 companies take maybe more than 90% of the share of the market. One is SK from Korea, and another is Samsung from Korea as well. And then there's another one called MU, is Micron. That's an American company, but their factory, 60% is in Taiwan. Yeah, so they are throwing, when we're talking about CAPEX, CAPEX means the capital that the company will invest in the market, no matter what kind of thing they're going to buy. So when those big tech come to Taiwan to build a factory, the real estate price go up. And then the salary is totally different. Before, the average salary in Taiwan is maybe, let's change into the USD, it's around 20K to 20K or 25K.
Per year?
Yeah, per year.
Yeah.
It's relatively lower than Japan and Korea. But if you're talking about the GPT per capita, now this year Taiwan, I think it's like 38K or 40K, already past Japan and Korea.
So nearly double.
Yeah.
Okay.
More. So that means
from 20K per year to
20K is the average salary, but GDP per capita is like
GDP.
the average of everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is obvious that you can see there are some new money coming out.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Even the working class also feel richer than before.
The working class, I think, I don't think so. If they don't have real estate, if they don't do investment, maybe they feel
But their salary also increase a lot.
No. If they are the basic workers, I don't think so. Now, if you graduate from the university and then you don't have this special skill and you work in the normal field, I think the salary is around like 1,200 to 1,500. But at the same time, if you study electricity, if you study electricity engineering, and you go to the chip factory, I think the first year they can get more than 30K already.
I see. Okay, here I just want to summarize the important idea here, because in Cambodia we don't see a boom in economic like this.
Yeah.
But like you said, in Taiwan, even the country, even everything that boom like economy, real estate, stock market, something like that, already palm 2H, 3H, 5H. But if we are in the working class that don't have asset, even our country do very good. The GDP increase, everything increase, but we still struggle. This is why people need to learn investment, people need to learn about asset class, people need to learn about inflation, money investment, something like that. It's very important. This is your point of view too, right?
Yeah, of course. And why we're talking about this? Because we're talking about the view of the investment company, that why we are pivoting our portfolio. So that's what I want to say. We will talk about the average worker in Taiwan later. Let's go back to the investment in AI. So the background is those people earning money from AI. So, and then we know maybe there's a bubble in AI, but AI is definitely the future. There's only one thing important, and that will be AI. So, like our boss and some of our team, we have a meeting like earlier this month. They said everyone need to go back to check your portfolio. Like how many % is it related to AI? So for me, it's very, very hard. Why? Because my portfolio is like 99% Cambodia real estate. How can it relate it with AI?
I see.
Yeah, but they have the policy that if you want to give it a shot, if you want to invest in other thing, first count your portfolio. How many percentage it is related to AI? Second, the thing that you invest, is it related to AI or not? So in the real estate section for Cambodia, it's kind of relatively hard, but the other team doing Malaysia, Japan, USA, it is easy for them. For example, the team in Malaysia buying real estate in Penang. Yeah, because Penang is like their Silicon Valley in Malaysia, and there are more and more companies inside doing the chip, the memory chip. MU got their factories there as well, so they can.
Malay have factory to build chip too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they're not actually making the chip. They are just inside the supply chain.
Yeah, some part of the material.
Kind of hard to talk into. I forgot the words, but they are part of the supply chain. And then if the Japanese team, they can say Japanese trying to do more, invest more in AI things. So Tokyo is the capital, so absolutely it will have the benefit from AI. And then some of the real estate they buy in Kumamoto. Kumamoto is relatively easy. It's just that is the town or city that TSMC have their chip factory there, in Kyushu, Kumamoto. And this year they add another one. I forgot the name of the city in Germany. Yeah, they started to build the factory. TSMC started to build a factory in Germany. So some of the team now they're researching the real estate in Czech and Germany. So it's easy for them to link their portfolio with AI. Yeah. But me, it's kind of hard. Yeah. So this is the background of why our company is trying to pivot our investment portfolio to the AI things. Because if you already know AI is the future, then how many percentage of your investment portfolio is linked to it? I think this is a really good question.
I see.
Yeah.
So your investment company nearly all into AI, right?
Not yet, because for me it is even my portfolio is so small. Now in Cambodia, it's relatively hard to throw out my real estate, right? Even I'm willing to losing money, but the economic environment here are not allowed to do that kind of things. Cannot operate like that.
Yeah. Maybe not all in yet, but the new investment will definitely relate to AI, something like that.
Yeah.
So this is the small example of just one company that you work in. So they now.
I think this is a trend.
Yeah.
I think this is a trend in Taiwan. And I have some of my friends work in
see.
America. Like I will say 50% of my classmates now is working in America. It's all the same. People are pivot to AI. And I can say I have like maybe 70% of the confidence to say that I feel like in this 5 to 10 years, there's nothing more important than AI. And let's say it's just the only important thing is AI.
Okay, I see. So that's why other asset class, especially crypto, already struggle this year, this cycle, because every investment money already interesting also in AI.
And only AI can make that kind of profit. For example, I think like most of the people and people who will join our podcast are the legit and intellectual one, right? In this in Cambodia. And then I think maybe like most of us already experience the power of AI by using Gemini and apply some of the AI tool to their daily work or to their daily living. And it's evolving every week. Before we have the, let's say, revolution of the technology, let's say 5 years or 10 years, like the first iPhone or the first website or the first new technology, something like that. But now AI is like, there's new things every month. It's not a small thing. We can call every single time as a revolution. Like before, I still remember when I'm in university, I can do some part-time job. It's helping some of the boss or help the senior to do their PPT, to do their presentation.
Slideshow,
They will give me a document or they will just talk to me and then I will make it into the PPT. And one page we charge for maybe $10 or $5. At that time, I want to have more jobs, so I lower my price. I only charge $5 per sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, and like one presentation maybe will have 10 to 20 sheets, right? So I can earn like $25 to $50. But now, with Notebook LM, you can generate that kind of thing like in five minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely AI will take over or will substitute a lot of job. So start from the intellectual one. Start from people who sit in the office just like me, the analysis. Now, I'm not writing the report by myself anymore. I'm just insert the data and then to check to check the direction is right or wrong, and then Gemini or ChatGPT can write like 100% better than me.
I see.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning. If we reach like AGI, because now we are in ANI, right? Artificial narrow intelligence. And soonly, like Elon Musk said maybe this year, last year they said maybe will happen in 2027 and 28, but this year they predict that it will happen in this year, 2026. AGI will come. What is AGI? AGI means artificial general intelligence. That means whatever human can do or think, he can do.
Can do also.
Yeah,
maybe better than us.
The better will be super, like it will be ASI, like artificial super intelligence. At that time, I think that in every language, the definition of ASI is actually God. Yeah, AI, we create AI, we create AGI, and then AGI will create a God. Yeah, but now we are super near to AGI, and the bottleneck is chip and electricity.
I see.
Yeah, so it will be super devastating. Why? Because it feels like I don't think everyone will lose their job, but I feel like maybe 80 to 90% of people will lose their job, and those 10% of the people will be a AI capable individual. That means they can use AI, they can get a good use of AI, they know AI well. Yeah, those people will substitute a lot of workforce. And then after we have AGI, we will put it on robot. So once the AGI robot come to the world, that will be a very a very scary thing. Why? Because it can do whatever human can do. So the first wave of the AGI robot the job of the first wave of AGI robot will be producing more AGI robot. So maybe the first year we'll have 1 million robot, and the next year it will not be 2 million or 3 million, it will become 10 billion, something like that. So that's why I believe what Elon Musk said, we will, in the future, maybe 10 years after, we will live in the world of abundance. People maybe don't need to work. People don't need to produce anything because robot will do everything.
He believed that robot will do what we call a universal high income individual.
Yeah. It's not UBI, it's like UHI, universal high income.
Yeah. Okay, interesting to deep dive into this topic, but so we get back a little bit to the to observe. Now what you plan for to observe and for the future that this community will serve in Cambodia for to observe?
I think because now we have a lot of things to do, including me. So we will just keep translating the article from America, from Taiwan, that kind of the different observe and different news that the Cambodian people, maybe they don't have these kind of resources to reach. And then like we are preparing, but last time, if some of the people still remember, RTA before have the podcast. And we've been to that podcast like 6 or 8 months ago. At that time, we said we want to have a project to do the investment, and then we failed. Why? Because we don't have time. So now we hope we have enough time and enough resource to do so. We want to do something. We want to have. Eventually, I hope it will be a course to teach people to use AI and apply on their daily job or apply on the thing they want to do. But we are still figuring out. Like, for example, now for me, most of the time I'm not working or I'm not trying to like type something out. I will say like 30 to 40% of my time I'm learning the new tool, new AI tool. I think that is a very important thing. Even Roxa is doing the same thing. For example, before it is hard to do the coding if you're not from that field, right? You need a lot of domain knowledge. But now with anti-gravity from Google, it is easy to do the vibe coding. Like every single, like even let's say even a high school student can learn that in 3 hours and then can make her own website online in half an hour. I think that's an important thing. Just like Elon Musk, you can tell like I'm a big fan of Elon Musk. He said we don't need to go to college because the knowledge there is already outdated. You should learn from the daily living and the project that you're working on. I believe in that. Because now learning the new thing is too cheap and too quick, too easy to learn the new things. So I will spend a lot of time on learning the AI tool, and eventually we want to share the path and the way that we go through. How do we learn that, and how can we apply? We want to make it into the course. But before that, we will just share it on our on our fan page. So everyone can stay tuned. To see that kind of content.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so about Cambodia and investment of your company. So I mean that now you just control what your portfolio is
real estate in Cambodia.
Like we not increase, we not decrease, just rotate it around Cambodia, something like that, right?
The portfolio itself is not decreased, but it's kind of tricky because my total asset is actually becomes higher. But the debt is higher as well. Before we buy, because as a foreigner, we cannot loan with the bank, right? So we have to pay off at one time. So now we're trying to throw those kind of things back to Camaro, back to the market. So we have the cash flow back, and then we buy the building condo, because you only need to pay like 10% or 20% of the deposit, right? So the leverage, actually our leverage here in Cambodia is increasing. And our property here in Cambodia is increasing, but if you're talking about the total portfolio, the property is increasing, but the debt is increasing as well. So the property stays the same. We still have a good perspective. We're still optimistic to the market in Cambodia from now, 2026, 27, 28. We think it will be a good time for Cambodia.
Okay. How about the overall observe from you with the Chinese or Taiwanese investor? Do you see any different from like last year and then this year? Because
100%.
because we find a lot of online scam this last couple months. Something
That's a
like
good
that.
one. That's a good one. Yeah.
What is your view about that?
Let me think for a second, because I think there's a lot of sensitive thing, especially as a Taiwanese right here in Cambodia.
I understand.
Yeah, let's say the investment first. In 2024, the FDI, we call foreign direct investment in Cambodia, I think it's like 6.8 or 6.5 billion. And do you know the number of last year?
No, I never follow up with that number.
It's around 11. So it's like
Increase?
60 times higher. So the investment, so foreign direct investment in Cambodia is actually higher.
They track only foreign investment, right?
Yeah, foreign.
Okay.
Yeah. And then before, there's to know the figure itself is important, but the more important thing is to look into it. In 2024, at that time, if you see a lot the foreign direct investment, like where did they spend their money? You will see like a very big portion they're buying the land.
Real estate. Yeah.
Land. Yeah, not real estate. Real estate itself maybe still need the construction, but land itself they just put it there. So they move the money into the Cambodia and buy the land, and they said they're going to invest, but what are they doing? Yeah, but I think you can think about that. But if we're talking about 2025, I see something different. Before, the factory come here to buy a lot of land, let's say 1 hectare, 2 hectare, and they maybe only use 0.1 hectare to build the factory, and the factory inside only have 1,000, 2,000 people, so it create limited job. But last year, I observed there are a lot of Korean company, Japanese company, Taiwanese company come here to open the new factory. They're not buying the land, they're renting the land. So that means like every single dollar they use becomes the real investment, and it will create the real job here in Cambodia. I think that's different. Yeah, that's totally different. Okay. And so the next questions we're asking will be like, will the trend going on, or is it just a boom? It is just a bias. Like this year, 2026, the FDI will be higher or lower? I think as a foreigner and as a foreign investment company, it totally depends on the policy of Cambodian government, and I think the government is on the right path. They need to clear out those
online scam,
calling center, scamming center.
Yeah, okay.
I always have these kind of conversation with Raksa, and we realize like the news as a foreigners that we observe and the news that the Khmer observe is totally different. Yeah, if some of the audience can know Chinese, they can try to search Cambodia, these 3 words in Chinese called 柬埔寨. You can search it on Google. You can search it on Baidu if they're using Chinese searching engine. You will be quite, I think most of the people will be quite scary and quite sad. And I will not say the result. You guys can search it by yourself. Yeah. So that is a problem that I think the European and American people, they don't know the situation here in Cambodia. So for those investors, I don't think they will be scared about it. But they take really small proportion of the FDI. Most of the FDI is from China, is from Taiwan, from Hong Kong, from Japan, from Korea, from Vietnam, from Thailand. Now maybe not Thailand, yeah, from these kind of related the close country, and I think it is hard to find the Taiwan company because they emerged it into China. Yeah, but I have to say Taiwanese spend a lot here.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we want the FDI like keep rising and to create more and more job, I think the very important thing is the security and the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Before, because I'm a graduate from the Department of Political Science, right? So we'll always go dig into like what kind of system that the country will thrive, will prosper, and what kind of system will lead to a poor country, that kind of thing. And one important thing is the elite and their attitude on infrastructure. There's always the elite in the country. Let's say they have a lot of ognya and ognya in this country, right? What is their attitude on the infrastructure? Yeah, that we can compare like with past 10 years and nowadays in these 10 years, last decades, this decades. Yeah, if the elite, they are willing to invest more and they are willing to enhance their infrastructure, then the country will stay prospering. And is Cambodian people and the Cambodia elite doing these things? For me, the answer is yes. You can see the new airport. You will see the new highway. You can see the road is getting better. Yeah, before, some of the older Taiwanese, they already been here since after the Civil War. At that time, they will tell us, we don't have road before, we don't have electricity before. Like if you want to export the garment, we have to hire the police or the army with a car, or their cargo will be taken away, something like that. So it's getting better and better, and the infrastructure is getting better and better. And I feel sometimes, thanks for RTA and thanks for everyone will reach out to me. Sometimes I can reach out some of the legit Cambodia elite, and the legit people. Yeah, their attitude towards those investment in infrastructure I think is pretty positive and it is pretty good. Yeah, so why it is related to the calling center? Because before, some of the, I would say maybe it's very small group of them, of the elite, it's too easy for them to earn the money from this industry. They don't need to pave the road, they don't need to build the electricity power plant.
Easy money.
They just need to stay at the border and help the calling center to build their building. That's the way, the money is too easy to earn. But now if we crack down those kind of calling center, they still want to earn money, right? So what will they do? Maybe they will pave the road. So the rice in Badabong can manufacture inside Cambodia and then ship and then pack and then sell in Cambodia and then ship from Cambodia to other country. They don't need to ship it to Thailand, right? This is one of the things that I observed when I go to Badabong in 2023 and 22. They don't even have a rice factory that they just send the raw rice and raw material to Thailand to manufacture and to sell. The price is totally different.
Yeah.
For example, another one, cashew nut. Like in the world, everyone knows that Vietnam is a country of cashew nut because he's the biggest cashew nut export country. Yeah. But if you look into the data, Cambodia are the biggest export resource of cashew nut to Vietnam. So actually, these kind of thing is original from Cambodia. But why it's not selling from Cambodia? If we're talking about the raw cashew nut, let's say I don't know the exact price, but let's say one kilo of raw cashew nut is $1 or something. Let's say. If you produce it, if you make it into the product that you can sell and you can eat directly, it becomes $4 to $5. So Vietnam earns $4 from the cashew nut industry, and Cambodia farmer only earn $1.
I see. Yeah.
That is a problem. But before, why people are not investing in that? I think people are trying to invest in that thing, but the infrastructure is not good enough. And then some of the border or some of the province elite, they are refusing to do that kind of thing, so makes everything so expensive to export. But now I think the country is on its right way. Yeah. Because Taiwan have been through that history before, 60 years ago, 70 years ago. We're not just starting from the sky. We're not just build our factory. We're not just having TSMC in 10 or 20 years. It take pass. Yeah, it take process.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Very interesting idea. So, okay, we nearly reached the end of the conversation. So now I have one last question for you. As a foreigner, as a investment company from Taiwanese, what else do you want to see our country improve more in order for attracting more investment from abroad? And then another thing, do you see that Cambodia is ready for AI era or not?
Yes. For me, when we are talking about this area, most of the people, I cannot represent them. Okay, so let's say before I come to Southeast Asia, we will not separate these countries into a different one. We will not separate that this is Laos, this is Vietnam, this is Thai, this
Just
is
Southeast Asia.
we call Southeast Asia. Yeah, that
see.
area, Southeast Asia. Yeah, we will call like that. So if we're talking about the Southeast Asia one, the infrastructure itself is the most important thing. And then now because I'm based in Phnom Penh and Cambodia, I will say that Cambodia people have the alternative advantage compared with Vietnam and Thai. Yeah, as I said, this is an era of AI. So in the future, this leads to another thing, robot, right? And when we are talking about robot, before we will feel like the cheap labor and a lot of population, the big population is a benefit to the country and to the economic. But now it's opposite. If you have so many population, you have to think about how do you feed them. Yeah, but Cambodia is relatively a small country, but with a very good resource, with an abundance of resource and a very big land compared with Taiwan. So Cambodia only have 17 to 18 million of people, and compared with Thai maybe have 60 or 70
million.
Yeah, and then Vietnam have 100 million people. So it is easier for Cambodia people and for Khmer to become smarter.
Okay.
The average IQ can be higher. Why? Because the same resource we given to this country, it can educate more people. It can educate not more people. It's easier to bring up the average of the education degree to this area
for a small group also.
For small group, yeah. And then I feel like Cambodia is a very young country. So young country, that means a young population. Young population, they are willing to learn, and they are happy to embrace the new things. For example, I always have to mention Thai, even though it's kind of sensitive. But Thai is a very old country. Their population is old. They are kind of refusing to. Not refusing. It is relatively hard for them to embrace a new thing. Vietnam is young as well, but their population is too big. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is the advantage that Khmer have, that it is easier to being smarter.
I see.
Yeah.
Understand.
And at the same time, it's easier to being richer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, very good point, very good perspective. Thank you very much. Any last word from you or from your community to
Nah, just
observe?
like thanks for having me here. And as always, like our target is to meet as many friends as we can here in Cambodia.
Okay.
Those legit people willing to learn AI and invest. Yeah, that's all I want. And if I have any misunderstanding, please let me know. Please correct me. And if you want to have more discuss with me, you can always come to our Telegram in the group. But most of the time, people speak, because I don't know Khmer. So Roxa will let me know.
Okay, thank you very much. One notice that I already changed name, my RTA to Panya.
Panya. Sorry.
In case the audience confused,
Okay.
But no problem.
Panya.
Panya.
Panya. I thought Ongnya. You already changed your name to Ongnya. Oh, sorry for if I have anything.
Not Ongnya, Panya. Just my real name.
Okay.
I already deleted that RTA name.
Okay.
By the way, very interesting topic talking with you today, and I every time I meet you, I always learn something new. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
a lot.
You're
Me too.
such a young, smart guy. But how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm about to lose my 20, so.
Still young, still very young.
Already turned old.
Okay, so we learned a lot today, and then thank you very much for every experience,
My pleasure.
Idea, every perspective you give us. It's kind of another perspective from one foreigner that live here for a while too. So we can learn something new from you.
If you still got the interest like that, because Taiwanese group is a relatively small community. We got some of the friends work in the bank. We got some of the friends work in the factory. If you have the interest, I can invite them to the podcast as well.
Very interesting. They live here too?
Live in Cambodia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time we will.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you to our audience that watched this video until the end. And see you next time.